Good morning.
Welcome to the Must Love Yarn podcast. I should sit up with you because, what someone commented right away at the retreat was, oh my gosh, you and Kelly are like the same height.
Because you lean back.
I always lean back.
And then I usually sit like forward.
I was like, yeah, we're basically the same height. I just sit like a slouchy lady. So
yeah, and I really should go and get one of the pillows to put behind me. That would help because the couch is deep enough that I can't sit with my feet flat on the floor.
Right.
Unless I'm just kind of sitting forward like this.
So this is not actually a posture related podcast. This is a yarn, knitting, spinning, crocheting podcast.
Good posture is a good thing though. I've been trying to work on mine.
It's very important.
Because I know I get slouchy with my shoulders and just my whole posture. So
yes,
Tyler would be proud.
I know. So we're at our store, Must Love Yarn, in Shelburne, Vermont, where you can buy all kinds of things woolly and Vermonty and
like Vermonty yarn right here behind us.
Right there behind us, and a lot of other more mainstream commercial yarns.
Yep.
And we have a online store as well. So
we do.
If we show something and you like it, you can buy it from us, and we'll ship it to you.
And we're all over the web as Must Love Yarn, so Instagram,
Ravelry. Come join our really fun Ravelry group that's
Ange keeps coming up with knit-alongs all the time, so there's always something going on over
Always something going on over
I have to catch up on it. I haven't been over to our Ravelry group in quite some time.
There's all kinds of fun stuff. You should come see what we got going on over there.
Yeah.
So I generally am the moderator over there, and not that we really need a moderator, but I'm the bus driver, I guess. Yeah, that's a better driving the bus, starting new threads and replying to stuff, and but yeah, there's lots of chitter chatter going on over there.
There is
fantastic. So and I'm Angela.
And I'm Kelly. I was just gonna do that.
We gotta do it sometime.
I know.
You can find me out on social media, Instagram and Ravelry as Junior Bird Kid.
And you can find me on Instagram as Kelly O Spins, and you can find me on Ravelry as Kelly Spins.
And we have a podcast mascot, but we're clearly very bad.
We forgot her again.
I know, we're very bad parents.
She had fun at the retreat, though.
When she showed up.
She joined us on Saturday.
I had to text somebody at the store who was coming and be like, can you special deliver your cat? Because I was going to grab her when we were here Friday, and I totally forgot. Ridiculous. So our podcast meerkat, our podcast mascot is a meerkat. Her name's Gage. And that's a pretty funny joke if you watch us a lot, because Gage lies. Maybe not the beer cat, but
she might.
Gage.
She has teenager moments.
Oh yeah, she gets into shenanigans.
Yeah, she does.
So anyway, so she has her own Instagram account, and you can follow her as well. We've linked that in show notes.
And our other business partner, Jen.
Yes.
We've got her linked in our show notes as well. So if you're interested in following Jen on Ravelry or Instagram, you can check out all the things that she's making, because she mostly posts about yarn and her knits too.
Yeah. I got a hodgepodge of all kinds of things out there, but it's mostly knitting stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
So we like to start our pick of the week, our podcast.
We have our pick of the week.
I'm out of sorts.
It's okay.
Today. Our podcast with a pick of the week. And so what we do is every week we offer a product in the store for in-store and online for 2 weeks at 10% off.
Yep.
So we'll give you a code to use for that in the online store. And if you're coming into the store, just remind us that it's a pick of the week.
Yeah.
I usually am not working, but if I was working, I would forget.
Yeah. So. Exactly.
So what do we got for pick of the week this week?
So this week we've got a new yarn. It's a new to us yarn, and it's a new to the company yarn. Although there's been other versions of this yarn around. I'm pretty sure Rowan's got one that's similar. I think there's a couple other companies. So there's some good patterns out there for it. But it's Rae Denim DK.
Nice.
And it is 100% cotton, and it's Egyptian cotton, so it's a super, super soft cotton, and it's got little flecks in it, so it's really, really pretty. We've got it in 6 different colors. Let me give you all the statistics on it. It is 218 yards, 100 grams balls, and it is machine washable. You want to dry it flat though, and it is DK, as implied by the name, denim DK.
You never know. Sometimes people get creative with the names.
Yeah. So it is 21 to 24 stitches over 4 inches on a US 527. So it could be knit at a light worsted too. So if you had a project that used a light worsted, you could do that.
Yep. And it retails for
$12.99. Yep. So we've got 3 different blues. Yes, that one is actually a really light blue.
So fun.
And then there's 2 grays and a purple. So they're really lovely. And just holding them all fancy to make them look so nice. Look at that. So these are the 6 that we've got in stock, and they're really lovely. They make a great summer top.
Yeah.
Or even just like a little shrug or cardigan or something like that. It'd be really pretty. And with the denims, it would go with so many things too.
Yep.
So I didn't pull any patterns, but there's a lot of them out there, especially because a similar yarn has been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really lovely. Super soft. I really want to knit something with it.
Yeah, it's surprisingly soft for cotton.
Yeah, it's because of that nice Egyptian cotton. This totally reminds me of like my 80s days. And I think it is called, it's bleach wash is what the yarn, this color is called. But yeah, this one brought me back. So anyway, that is our pick of the week this week.
So we do weekly pick denim.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Great minds think alike.
I know. So check that out, and especially if you're wanting to do some spring knitting,
right? Or you live someplace where that's your year-round knitting.
I know. Some of the people that came to our retreat,
they were so excited to be able to wear all of their
woolies. I know.
Because it was cold enough up here for them. It was cold.
It was really sunny and lovely, though.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So finish up. Oh, what are we wearing? Yeah, what are you wearing, Kel?
So
Kelly is collecting sweaters.
I am collecting sweaters. Well, I'm wearing Paris and Berlin, which is a Joji Locatelli pattern, and I use Legacy Fiber Arts for this, and this is Jumpin' Jellyfish. And then my sweater. You guys, I am the proud new owner of a sweater that I did not knit. So the sweater is called Graphite, and it's a pattern by Sarah Cook. But this sweater was made by Tammy, who came to the retreat. And unfortunately for her, not for me, it got slightly felted, so it's just fold a little bit. And after it didn't fit her the way she wanted it to. So she so kindly gifted it to me, and it fits amazingly.
Yeah, it looks like it was made for Kelly.
So, thanks, Tammy. I've been lucking out with sweaters this year. I'm going to have a whole new sweater wardrobe. People keep messing up your sweater. Just kidding. Really don't. I don't want you to mess up your sweaters, but...
But if you do, and they might fit Kelly...
I will happily accept them.
Take them off of your hands. Totally fine.
So thank you so much, Tammy. It's really pretty sweater. So it's got a broken rib through the main body, and then from here up is regular stockinette. But it's a really, really lovely pattern. And Tammy, I think, has knit a couple others of these. And she said that they really knit up really quickly.
Nice.
I think she said she knit this one in like 4 days or something.
Wow.
Is it 4 days, Tammy? I don't remember. I think that's what she said.
You could correct us in the comment bar.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. So, but it was really quick.
Nice.
But I love it.
Nice.
And it's a great color. It goes with everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm wearing hydrangea again. I believe this is like the 4th podcast in a row. Apparently this is to be into my Thursday shawl.
Your Thursday shawl?
My Thursday shawl. So yeah.
Hey, gotta do what
just
works.
In the mood for dark gray this morning.
Yep. Yeah. And you've got quartz, so
Yeah, exactly.
It works good for that.
It does. Absolutely. So I did have a couple of finished objects. My list says not a thing for me, but I do have 2. I didn't bring either of them with me. So I should maybe I'll just wait, but I'll just mention them. So one of the finished objects was another Leviosa hat in the Ravenclaw colorways for Jen for her birthday.
Did you at least get a picture of it?
I do have a picture of it.
Okay.
Yep, I took those before I wrapped them up. So I will make I hadn't even made a project page for it because I was being that stealthy. Not that I think Jen has probably time to be stalking what's on my project page, but I just didn't want to risk it.
Right.
So I'll go put up a project page. It's in Ravenclaw colorways.
Because she's a proud Ravenclaw.
She is a proud Ravenclaw. So I might be able to snag that from her at some point and show it on the podcast. But it's, gray and navy blue and some like mustard orange.
Yep.
Or mustard orange, yellow, mustard orange. Color is that? Bronze. Yeah.
Bronze, I think, is the official
Bronze.
color. Yeah.
So I had that finished object. The other finished object was an insert for a cup cozy. It was like a cup cozy. So we got these great travel mugs, the ones where you can put pictures in.
Or customize them,
Yeah. So I designed a little pattern to go.
It's super
that
cute.
You can knit, that you can go inside, and people got that at the retreat. And I left mine at home, so I'll bring it so you guys can see it. It's pretty cool. I might eventually put the pattern out for $1 or $2 and just.
Yeah, and we've got some of the extra mugs that we're going to be putting up on the website today too.
Yep.
And some of the extra retreat bags because I've had a few people ask about those. So I just have to take pictures and then I'll pop those up online. So you'll find those there.
And the retreat bag, let me just pull it because I've got mine right here.
They're
if
really
you didn't
nice.
see the pictures out on Instagram.
Yeah, they're great. They have a zip top too, which I love, so you can throw your stuff in it and you don't have to worry about them.
Yep, and a nice little zipper top. Zipper top. So it's cool. Nice little pockets and things.
Yep.
So
I have a half-finished object.
I'm just gonna start a pile down here.
There you go. Of stuff that you've talked
stuff
about.
that I take out of my bag because I'll never get it back in now.
So I wear skirts a lot with leggings or so I wanted something to keep my legs warm because and skirts with leggings pack really well too. So in less than 2 weeks I'm going to Scotland. I can't wait. I can't believe yeah, well, it's coming. I don't know if it's going to be Scotland ready or not yet, but I'll have leg warmers.
Leg warmers.
So I use some yarn. It's 100% wool. It's Trendsetter Yarn New York. And if you know Juniper Moon Farm Patagonia, it's almost identical to that, except they're 50-gram skeins in the New York. And I put my 72-stitch cylinder in my sock machine, and I turned the tension as low as it could go, so it makes a longer stitch, so that it would work. Because this is a DK, it's kind of like a sport DK somewhere in there, yarn, and I was able to do it. So what I did is, that's the tube that I cranked out, and I haven't finished this one yet, obviously. So this is scrap yarn here, and I did put the other stitches on hold, but I have one that's almost done, except the ends aren't woven in. I'll take it out so you can see it. But what I did is, so I did do twisted rib on the top, and I hand knit that. But before I did that, I put this fun little decorative stitch in, and there's fuzz all over it. Imagine that. So what I did, and I did it halfway, so it's on either side. And what you do is, I chose to do 3 stitches. So I dropped 3 stitches off the needle, and I put a holder down at the bottom so that they wouldn't drop all the way off. And then you take a crochet hook and you work those 3 stitches. You hold them all together, and then instead of picking up 1 bar at a time, which would make stitches that were similar in size to this, I picked up 2 bars at a time, so it makes a fatter stitch. And then on the sides, if I had picked up more than 2, it would have closed this up more and pulled it in. So it makes almost like a little lacy pattern and a thicker knit stitch. And it's also because you're using 2 bars at a time, the stitches are bigger, but they're taller too, because they're spanning 2 rows. So I thought it was just kind of a fun way to do that and make it interesting, not just a plain old leg warmer tube. So yeah, so I have the other one to finish. I was trying so hard. I was like, I get these done, but so that's a half finished object, and it was quick because, you know, my sock machine did a lot of the work.
Nice.
And I was so excited that I could do that. So, yeah.
Be another business venture. Leg warmer tubes.
Leg warmers.
Leg warmer tubes. Who doesn't love a good leg warmer?
Yep. So that's my latest thing. Besides that, I've been working on my other sweater, and those are really the only things I've been working on. It's coming along, but I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done before Scotland. It's coming, so I did separate out the sleeves, and I'm working on the body, and I think I'm to the point there is some waist shaping in here, and I think I'm just about to the point. I think that was around 3 inches, and I'm almost to the 3 inches. And I was like, oh, do I want to do waist shaping? And then I was like, well, that means there'll be less stitches to knit all the way around.
That is true.
So I might do that. But
are you gonna do long sleeves or are you gonna do short sleeves?
I am gonna do long sleeves. I tend to wear long sleeve sweaters more.
Yeah.
Either long sleeve or like a true short sleeve. I don't wear 3/4 sleeve stuff very often. Is what I've learned about myself. I'd rather either be able to just push it up and wear them long, or just have something that I can wear like a long t-shirt under or something.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see. I really got to get to work on this, but it's so nice and squishy.
Because one thought would be just for if you got the body done for so you could wear it, is just to put the cap sleeves in.
Yep.
And then come back to it later to make longer sleeves if you wanted that.
Yeah. Which I could do.
Because you could wear that over something.
I could.
So.
I know I've seen people. I've been stalking people's accounts who are like over in Edinburgh already.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty decent weather-wise over there right now.
Nice.
Definitely warmer than here, like, 40s and 50s.
Well, I mean, it was like 1 degree this morning, so
yeah, I know.
Most places are warmer than here.
It was 0.2 at my house.
0.2?
0.2.
0.2. It's really cold.
It is chilly. Yeah.
Chile. So I am still working on my Descent sweater. I put it aside for a while. Just because I needed to think about whether I wanted to finish it. I had a moment where I was maybe gonna rip it out because I thought the top was too bunchy.
But you persevered.
I'm persevering. Which is part of the reason why I think I'm gonna put a zipper in it, as that will allow me to wear it more like a coat, which I think will work better for the size up in the shoulders.
Yeah. Well, and you can also, when you get it off the needles, you can try it on and then make the call too, because if you have a zipper in it, it's going to fit more like it would once you pull it over.
Yep. And I did do that. I put a really long cord on after I got the first sleeve done and tried it on, which is kind of why it was just sitting, because that's a point at which I saw it was bigger through the shoulders than maybe I wanted to wear it as a sweater. But I think if I treat it as wearing it like a coat or a jacket, it'll be fine, because you generally want those a little more roomy.
Yeah, so you can layer.
Yeah. So I think that'll be doable. So I'm just binding off the bottom here, and I only have one sleeve left.
That's so cool.
And then the steeking, which it'll sit for a while. I'll wait for Jen. There was talk about doing a steeking party, which I think would be good, because I'll be more motivated to do it if I am steeking with somebody else. Or this will just set aside till I begged Kelly to steek it for me. So. Not because I've steeked things. It's not that I'm afraid to steek it. It's just, it's a production for me to set up all of my sewing stuff in my house.
The kids and the cats and the dog and everything else. It's just, you can't.
It's a recipe for like the whole sweater to just unravel. Yeah. So I think I'm not going to do stretchy bind off on the steek stitches.
So you could always just come over to my house and do it at my house too.
If
you don't do it with Jen.
I think no stretchy bind off for the steek stitches, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
It'll be probably a little easier because you won't have you're doing like a yarn over.
Yeah. For the ribbing.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that. Either sorry, I've got a stitch marker in my mouth. Come to your house and do it, or go to Jen's house. As I think otherwise, trying to find a time when it's quiet, when nobody's at my house, is
because you're still gonna have kitty helpers.
Yes, I will for sure. So I will have all kinds of helpers. I have no shortage of helpers in my house.
Yep,
which is fine. Though sometimes if you're trying to concentrate, it's
just a little more challenging.
It just makes it more challenging. Exactly. So here is.
Oh my gosh!
I know, right?
So gorgeous. Oh, so gorgeous. Look at that.
So this is Fiber Stash yarn, and the Picky Husband colorway and Great Scott colorway.
That's so pretty. That green is great.
What's so interesting is Jen and I are both using the same Fiber Stash yarn for this contrast color up here. And if you just looked at our two sweaters, you would never know that it was the same yarn. I mean, if you hold them up next to each other, and then you can start to see, oh, wow, that is the same color. But they look so different.
They do.
Because the main body yarn is different. She's using the CC's wool. One of the yarn babies. Yeah. That she got at Rhinebeck for that, and it's beautiful. It's like blues and purples and green and pinks. So that's super cool. So that's I don't want to pick up stitches for the sleeve on podcasting. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. I totally understand that.
So I've been working on that. I did pick my changes shawl back up.
Nice.
I did not bring it with me.
I saw you working on that at the retreat.
I was working on it at the retreat, and then I decided to put it down because I was having a hard time remembering where I was. And it's not a complicated pattern. It's just I was starting to lose my place a lot. Yeah. And I was spending more time trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I think I have a sock in my bag. I could probably bust that out. See what's going on. And what's the other thing? Oh, I did start the Distill hat. Again, did you? I don't have that with me. It's at home. I left all my other bags at home.
Yeah, well, otherwise you'd be like, a traveling yarn store, so.
Well, yeah, there is some of that already. So let's see. This sock what was I doing? Working on the heel flap.
Nice.
I can do that while podcasting.
Sure.
I might even be able to turn the heel while podcasting, but let's just not get crazy. I'm not to that point yet.
So,
let's see, what else have you been working on, Kyle?
That's pretty much it. Just my sweater, and oh my gosh, but I have so many sweaters lined up to do. Yes. So my upcoming projects list has grown ridiculously.
Yeah. I have 3 sweaters, maybe 4 sweaters already planned.
Yep.
5 if you count the one for Abigail, because I may or may not have bought yarn for her from Fiber Stash.
Nice. That's right, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. I'll show that in acquisitions. My wool pigginess over here.
Do you have other whipses that
No, not that are with me or that I...
Well, my acquisitions and my upcoming projects are going to be talked about hand in hand. So, if you guys haven't heard, Green Mountain Spinnery just released a new book, and it is beautiful.
Amazing.
And I got a copy when I was there because Larissa came up.
That's the one thing I didn't get that I'm kicking myself. Not that I can get one from them, but.
So it's called At the Spinnery, and it is lovely, and it's a collection of patterns by a number of different designers, and Gail Zucker did the photography from it, and she does a lot of knitwear photography, and she's just great. I actually got to take a class with her at TNNA. Nice. The first year that we went, which was like, oh my God, what, like 3 years ago now?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
And she's really good at what she does. And so I'm going to knit. I want to knit like almost everything out of here. But there's 2 that I actually got yarn for. So I'll just kind of show you the patterns that are in here. They're really lovely. So there's a hat and a cowl. And we carry Green Mountain Spinnery yarns. So I didn't actually buy any of their yarns while I was there. They tend to bring yarns that they don't wholesale, which is really nice because then it complements what you can get from us here at the store. But the 2 patterns I'm going to make, we have the yarn for here at the store. So I didn't buy the yarn there, but I did get it when I came back. So then there's this really pretty cable and lace sweater in here. This gorgeous vest. So this is the first project I bought yarn for. And it calls for Sylvan Spirit, which is a DK weight yarn. It's a wool and tencel blend. And Larissa actually designed this beautiful vest. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it in the sterling colorway, though. So this is I don't know if the color's showing up well there, but it's a light gray. And it's like a heather gray. It's really lovely. And it's on the warmer tone for gray. So I'm going to do this. And I'll keep flipping through and show you the other patterns. Here's some wraps. Actually, one is a blanket and one is a shawl. The blanket's really cool. Actually, Kate from Green Mountain Spinnery did the blanket. It's this big round, and I think it's really cool. Let's see if I can find the open picture of it. There it is. It's really, really cool. So it's a big round blanket.
Nice.
There's these 2 sweaters, which are amazing.
Yeah.
I want to knit both of those too. So as you can see, it was definitely worth it for me to get the whole book because the patterns in it are just lovely. That little short crop sweater by Maureen is really cute too. And then some really cute little socks. And then
there's Kelly's favorite.
My favorite, which I'll show you yarn for, but there's a really cute wrap here. Look at that beautiful sweater. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, that's what I'm going to make. So I have yarn for that too. And I actually really love the colors that they used for it too. So it's the Button Bush Pullover by Heather Zappetti. There it is again. So what I'm going to do is I think the colors I chose are going to make it a little bit more casual looking. So in the version that they did, let me get back to it. So the cream is the main body, and then they use a different color. I think it's like a gold that they use for in the brioche. Yes, this is brioche at the neck, at the waistband, and on the cuffs. So if you're intimidated by brioche, it might actually be a nice way to do it because it's just kind of straight brioche. So I'm going to use these 2. So this is going to be my main body color. This color is called Pollen. And then this is Gray Rag. And so there's only going to just be a little bit of this in here. I didn't want as stark of a contrast, so I didn't do the cream with this. And the other one that I had looked at was the Natural Gray, which is kind of the darker color that's in here. And that was really pretty too. And I was like, well, let's split the difference and we'll go with the marled one. So
nice.
That's what my pullover is going to be. And I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to start it. I want to knit all of the things.
I know. I need to. I feel like I want to buy hours from somebody else.
Oh my gosh, I know.
So I can knit all the things. There's just not enough hours in the day.
There are just, some really great patterns out there. There's great yarn. I love Green Mountain Spinnery's yarn.
So I have my yarn to knit the Angles sweater. I need to wind it. I was waiting for one skein that the Legacy ladies brought to me. So let me pull that out. So Angles is a Isabel Kramer. Isabel Kramer pattern. It's the one with the kind of like the snowflakey color work. You can add mohair to the color work or not. I'm choosing to add mohair because why not? It'd be fun. And I have this great Legacy Fiber Arts yarn that I bought to make a sweater, but I hadn't decided what sweater to make. So this is their parchment colorway. So it's a little bit of blues. It's one of their neutrals. Some grays. So this is the main body. Going to be the main body of the sweater. And then the snowflake portion is going to be the gray. So this is pewter with silver linings. So that's all Legacy yarn. And I'm sorry about the glare. I don't really want to take them out of the packages or they'll get all kind of wonky. So I was waiting for this skein. I had everything else already, and so I knew they were coming to the marketplace, so they threw it in for me, and I paid for it there, and now I have to wind. Clearly I have to wind yarn. But the other cool thing that was so neat about the retreat was that you could see some of these knits in person. Like people had all of these knits, and one of our attendees had her Ingles sweater on, and every morning coming. What size is that? Right, because it was a sizing issue, and so I tried. She let me try it on, and I tried it on, and she knit a small, and like the small fit because that pattern calls for 14 to 17 inches of positive ease. And so I'm really glad I was able to try on her sweater because now I'm probably not going to make the size. I was going to make like my standard like large, extra large, and I think it would have been too baggy and I probably wouldn't have liked it. But I'm probably not gonna knit her small fit me perfectly.
But Ange knits tight.
I knit really tight. She did knit to gauge. We measured it. Yeah. And she was spot on, and I can almost guarantee that I will not be spot on. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna knit the medium just to give myself a little bit of a buffer. Yeah. But that was great to know, to be able to try it on and like see it and be like, oh yeah, I don't necessarily want to make that giant size that I normally would. It probably wouldn't look good on me.
Although sometimes you have to be a little bit careful because I've seen people do the Tecumseh without the recommended. I was actually talking to Chelsea and Sue about this, and because they've done the Tecumseh, and the one that Chelsea did, it looks beautiful on her, but she's got enough positive ease in that, and it was designed to have a lot of positive ease. But I've seen ones where people haven't, and they've done it to fit more to their measurements with maybe 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, and the way it's structured, it doesn't look right that way, and it's more to do with the yoke, right? Because the yoke is longer, right? So then people haven't adjusted for that, especially because there's color work in the yoke too, so it'd be harder to adjust. And I don't like the look of it as much. So
that's why I was glad I was able to try it on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
because it was fine. I mean, it looked good on her, and then when I tried it on, I was like, oh yeah, this fits, and it was comfortable, and it doesn't look strange.
Yeah. And it is, it is hard because if you fall in love with a sweater that is intended to have a lot of positive ease, then it can be hard if you want to adjust it, because your particular body type, you don't like having that much positive ease or whatever. Right. But yeah, in that case, it was great that you got to try it on. Yeah. And it was so fun. Every morning, it was like a fashion show of sweaters. You come down to breakfast and everybody would have a new sweater on.
And a new shawl.
I know. It was so fun.
It was amazing.
It was great. It was like, oh, is that? Oh, I love that one. I want to make that one. Everybody's like, yeah, my queue and Ravelry grew for the weekend.
So I might have bought a couple other things at the Legacy booth since I'm talking about Legacy yarn.
I bought so much. I was their number one sale.
You restocked, so that kind of almost doesn't count.
That's so pretty.
It's going to be a Kobu cat.
Nice.
So this is their faded blue jeans on the mohair and faded blue jeans in their DK weight.
That's pretty.
It's such a pretty combination.
It is.
with the blues. I love the speckles, the dark speckles in there. So beautiful.
So I did restock. So I'm gonna do for the Cranky Sheep. I'm gonna do a ton of sock tubes in Legacy Fiber Arts, and that's one thing.
I just give you my stuff
to crank out for you. And I actually just did I cranked a Kirk last night, and it's really pretty cranked out. It's been really fun seeing their yarns cranked out into sock tubes.
I bet.
And it's really soft because it's a merino superwash, so it's so soft. But so yeah, I think I've got 4 cranked out. So I bought 12 skeins to do socks with, and then complementing semi-solids for the minis too that I'm going to turn into minis.
Nice.
And so I'm cranking those out. I'm going to have those in the shop soon. And I've actually had a couple people already contact me, and they're like, please let me know when you get the Legacy and the... Of course, so those kits are going to be more expensive because it's, the indie dyed yarns, which are more expensive than the commercial yarns, which I think nobody had illusions that it was. Yeah.
Right.
So I bought a whole bunch of Legacy to do those, and they're coming out just stunning, and I can't wait for those to go up in the shop. But I did buy some sweater yarn too.
I walked by this kit. I walked by their booth probably 20 times.
Look at that green.
It was the green. The green caught my eye, and I was like, oh. Because for socks, how fun. And it goes so well with a Kirk. I mean, Kirk on itself is beautiful, awesome. But just this green was eye-popping.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't need any more sock yarn.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whatever. I have to have it.
So, I got yarn to do a sweater, and so Andra came in with the Barocco trunk show, and there was a sweater in that I thought was beautiful, and it uses the Ultra Wool Fine, which is their new superwash fingering, and a skein of the Millefiori Light, which is a multicolor, and so they use it in a sweater that makes it look like it's Fair Isle. It's called Grass Creek. And it's an Amy Christopher's pattern, and that's the pattern. It's beautiful. And I thought it was beautiful, and I'll probably do one for the store at some point that is the Ultra Wool Fine and the Millefiori, because I do love the patterns where you use the multicolor yarn and it shifts so that it's kind of like an easy Fair Isle, cheater Fair Isle.
Right.
But I love that pattern so much, but I wanted to do it in just 2 colors.
Okay.
And so I got some Legacy Fiber Arts to do that. So the main body color is going to be gray, so it's going to be very similar to the look of that. And this is silver lining, so it's really lovely. And of course, you guys know my infatuation with Fiber Stash's Great Scott. But I've used that so much, I was like, all right, I'll just switch and do somebody else's version. So so this is Cozy Toe, so it's the cashmere one, and it's really lovely. So that's my main color, and then the color work section is just going to be one color. And I saw this color, and I just had to have it. And it's peaches and cream, and I love kind of a corally colors anyway. I just love them. And so I was telling Sue what I was planning on making with it, and she's like, oh, that's really fun. She's like, what you should do
put some mohair with that.
So I'm going to. So just in that color work section, just to give it a little bit of extra oomph, because it's going to be, it's not going to have the same kick that the multicolor yarn would. Yeah. Well, the mohair is going to be that little kick. So
oh my gosh, that
just in that little color work section, it's going to be that fuzzy.
Needles.
So yeah. So we all got a chuckle out of that.
You just put mohair with everything.
Yeah. So it's I just can't wait.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see you put that together.
Oh my god, I know. I'm so itching. Because this peaches and cream is such a great spring color, I just can't wait. So, yes. That's it. I've got 3 projects already lined up just because of the weekend.
I know. So my plan was to wind up the yarn and cast on angles while we were at the retreat. So clearly that happened. No.
I think I only got maybe 2 or 3 rows now on my sweater while I was there the whole time. I was just having so much fun chatting with people, and then, you know, making sure everybody was having a good time and running around and taking pictures. And
so I did get some fiber stash yarn. Because my little miss has said she wants a purple sweater.
Oh, that's so cute.
And for anybody who follows Christy out on Instagram, leading up to the retreat, you knew she was working on a new purple colorway called Ursula.
I love it. It's beautiful.
So I
Look at that.
picked up some of this. And because, you know, the purple's not enough, I also got a skein of this to go with it. So this is Dawdle. This is also another new colorway of hers. But I think it pairs beautifully with the Ursula.
It's beautiful. Yes, it does.
So
and that's Twinkle Toes.
That is Twinkle Toes, so it's a little sparkly. So now the trick is just finding a fingering weight color work sweater, though I might use Mina's new, the gray, red and gray
the
one.
stripy one. Oh,
the
my
striped
gosh.
one with the cables down the side.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would do
so
the
sweet.
main color as the purple, and this would be the counter color. And I think that would actually look really
That would be
great.
sweet.
And I think there's directions in there to make it short sleeved, which I might also do for her.
So it'd last her longer.
Yep.
Fit her better.
Yep. So that's what I'm leaning towards. And of course, you know, my kids are both obsessed with Layla. So whenever she sees something with Layla on it, she's like, it's Layla.
Oh,
yeah,
that
they
is
always
so
ask me,
cute.
can we watch videos with Layla? And I'm
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
not right now. It's a little weird, but
Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yep. Let's see, what else did I buy? I bought some stuff at Cat's Paws. So she makes a lot of bags for us, but she brought with her lots of other things that she sews.
In her online shop that she's got
them.
some great things.
Some of the stuff has immediately been absconded with by my children. So one of them was a little cloth fabric kind of case where you could put like 4 crayons down, and then you could tie it. It had like a little ponytail holder type elastic to close it up. It's just like a travel
She
thing
does some of the coolest things. Like she had
cute.
a cable wrap.
Yeah, I got some of those.
Did you?
Yeah.
I should have, because those are really cool.
I picked up like 5 of them because I was like,
Well, she had a deal on them if you got multiples. So.
Yep. Because you always have those cords that are hanging out. They just drive me crazy.
She is so creative with her pieces that she makes.
So the other thing that I picked up, and this isn't for either of my kids, it's actually for my niece, probably for her birthday, which is like next December, but I'll just hang on to it till then.
Really cute.
So she made, Kat made these adorable little
wrap dresses,
jumpers.
Yeah.
That they are reversible, so you can.
Oh, that's so cute! I didn't even realize they were, but they are totally.
Yeah, you can wear them on either side. Put either side on it. So this is the 18-month size. It's super cute.
Oh my god! And I saw the one that Chelsea got
for Lily.
For Lily,
totally gorgeous.
That was really.
I didn't even see him the first time I walked over there. I pulled Chelsea over to go look at the crayon things, and she's walking around the table, and she's like, "Oh my god!" She picks up that dress. I was like, "Oh my god! I didn't even see those."
I know. Cat's got great fabrics.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful. So I picked this up for a gift.
Adorable. I love it.
Because she had sizes up to 3T, and I held up the 3T one, and I was just like, "No, my kid's too big. She'll outgrow this in like no time, if not
before
already."
Summer even hits.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, but that's fine. I did pick up a couple of pieces of pottery from Doghouse Pottery.
I tried. I was really good. I didn't buy anything from her, but she had some beautiful pieces.
I got this really beautiful like bowl. It's shaped sort of like this, so narrow at the bottom. It was a nice size and just a nice shape. And then I got what she had labeled as like a creamer, little creamer jug. But I picked it up for William because I didn't buy anything for him there, for him to put his maple syrup in. So it's his own personal syrup.
Little private syrup pour.
Syrup pourer for when we have pancakes. So he was pretty happy with that.
That's really
cool. Yeah. And of course I I got my Cranky Sheep pre-order. I'd already
I delivered
purchased
it.
this. Kelly delivered it to me. But yes, the Cranky Sheep sock kits, which people were, they cleaned you out.
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Which is awesome.
I know.
So this will become some socks along with the tube that Kel cranked for me of the other stuff. And then this is the next sweater that's up too, probably after Angles. So since I have to make another throwback, actually I don't have to make another throwback. I want to make another throwback because I love the sweater, but I'm going to use the needles the pattern calls for. So I picked up some CC's wool.
I have a skein of that in fingering, and I totally forgot to bring it. That same color is that
the coffee
beautiful
colorway.
coffee. I linked to it in show notes so you can find it. I have, yeah.
So this is going to be the body of my next
so
throwback sweater. And what I think...
thanks, Cece.
Thank you, Cece. Her yarn's beautiful. She had a bunch of new colorways.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. I had the hardest time restraining myself. I did.
Well, one of the colors I'm going to use in this is the Barnyard, which was the yarn I knit my boxy out of. I have leftovers, so I'm going to use that as one of my counter colors. And I might use...
There's what, 4 colors total?
3 colors.
3 colors.
Or 3 in the...
And the main, so
right.
4 total.
4 total. I got these little cream minis I might use for one of the colors. I have to see how it's going to play with the Barnyard. Barnyard's not quite as cream colored.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So I have these as an option. But if not, I'll definitely find a use for them. They make wonderful mittens or brim of a hat. Something like that.
Nice.
So that was pretty much my...
I know. I have the fingering weight version of coffee, and I'm going to find a fingering... I dig in this. So the one that I made originally from my Yarn Baby, the rust colorway.
Yeah.
I wear that sweater so much. It is such a comfortable sweater. Yep. I don't get too hot in it, and I love the weight of it, and it packs really easy, so it's a great sweater to travel with too.
Yep.
So I've got to find one that I can use my coffee colored yarn with. It's such a great deep dark brown neutral.
We could do a Yarn Baby along because I have a rust colored
we're just gonna
fingering weight Yarn Baby that I picked up at Rhinebeck.
Oh, we have to tell Cece that she's gonna have to rename them Yarn Baby. Everybody knows them.
I know.
Everybody in our circle anyway
Yarn Babies.
Was calling them Yarn Babies. So
we'll
it's officially called Scrumptious Fingering.
Yes, and this is one's Scrumptious Superwash,
the worsted version.
Yeah.
But we refer to them as Yarn Babies. But we did link to them in show notes.
Yes,
directly to Cece's online shop where you can get them. And Cece just moved to a new location, a new storefront for her brick and mortar. So if you're in the Albany area. That's where she is. Yeah. So go check her out. And she is awesome, and we love her. And Jen was fabulous. We loved meeting her. We were sad Cece couldn't come to the retreat, but Jen was great.
She was awesome.
She really was.
I think she had fun too.
She fit right into our crew.
Oh my God. And so maybe I'll have to do a Yarn Baby along.
Yarn Baby along.
Yarn Baby along.
People are going to be like, what? People that don't know the Yarn Baby story.
I know.
And I was holding my Yarn Baby like a baby. Yes. I was like...
I know. Where'd you get that, Cal? Oh, it was the last one.
Sorry.
It all started 2 years ago.
2 years ago at Rhinebeck. I was like, look, I have a little baby.
Yeah. So our next event that's coming up is Local Yarn Store Day.
I know.
So that's at the end of April. It's April 27th.
It is.
So we're working on some fun things that will be happening in the store that day.
So we already have a couple things that we're doing with a couple companies. So
cool.
Blue Sky Fibers is offering up a free pattern. So we're going to have that available.
Nice.
All of these things are in-store only. So you have to come to the store. And then once January 2020 rolls around, then you can release them and do them online, but not until then because they want to keep it exclusive for yarn stores.
Nice.
Or whatever the limit is that the companies are setting on them. We also have the limited edition colorway that Frabjous Fibers Wonderland Yarns is doing. I have it on order. I had to. So they did a single skein, which is this gorgeous purpley colored yarn. It's stunning. And they also did one of their cowl kits as an exclusive for local yarn store day. So I have some of the kits coming too.
That's so exciting.
The Diminishing Colors cowl, I believe it's called. We just got some of their regular Diminishing Colors cowl kit in. And but they did one for local yarn store day, and I'm so excited for it because it is beautiful.
Okay, cool.
I know.
We're working on setting up a couple of trunk shows with some of our local folks here. So we'll have those activities happening in the store as well. And as soon as we get those details solidified, we'll let you know.
And a lot of other designers and yarn companies do things as well.
Yep.
So we're going to hop on board with a bunch of those, and we're really excited about it. It was so fun last year.
It was a super fun day. We didn't really know what to expect because it was the first one.
It was the first one,
But people were pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
So we do have a coupon code, a couple coupon codes.
Yep.
Perry Wilson has given us a coupon code for a specific pattern, which is 20% off through the end of March. And we had one of our viewers reach out to us for the New to Me along. So she is a yarn dyer. She's in Norway. And she offered a coupon code for the viewers. And this information
is in show notes.
It's in show notes, but it's also... I believe in the New to Me thread on the Ravelry board. Okay. And there's been other people that have offered coupon codes out in the board. I'm specifically here just talking about the people who have reached directly to us to disseminate to a wider audience. But she also sent us some yarn to use as a prize. I may or may not have ordered some yarn too. I forgot to bring it. I'll bring it next week and show you guys.
She also sent chocolate.
Oh my god!
And another skein too.
So Bente, who is the dyer behind Arctic Crafts.
She's in Norway.
And she has an Etsy shop, and we've linked to her Etsy shop. Has donated this beautiful shawl duo kit.
Surprise. Oh my gosh, you guys. Whoever wins this.
Gorgeous. Look at those purples.
I know.
So beautiful. Her yarns are the colors are gorgeous. I ordered a couple skeins from her as well. Very reasonably priced, like super fast shipping for it coming internationally.
Yeah. That's great.
But yeah, definitely check her out. So she's offered 15% off with the coupon code that's in the show notes through the March 15th. So just a little bit longer.
Weeks.
Yeah, a couple more weeks.
Or so.
But we have this for prize as a part of the I'm going to do it as part of the New to Me along. But yeah, check her yarn out. I'm thinking of a couple of things that you could use this for. A couple of great shawl patterns that have been released, 2-color shawl patterns.
I know, it's amazing.
So thank you, Bente. That was very generous of you to reach out, not only to send us a prize, but also to offer this coupon code to folks. And I hope people take advantage of it for you.
I know.
Because your yarn's beautiful.
It is very beautiful. So while I'm thinking of it, I wanted to do a quick shout out to, here we go, let me pull this up because I wanted to tell you what the pattern was. So Ange and I were gifted a pattern.
We were gifted different patterns.
Were you?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
So I was gifted Speckled Snow, which is perfect for the fuzzy along, so I thought I would tell you guys about this. Let me find, here we go, this is what I want to do. So, and it's Taylor, who's Smitten Mrs. on Ravelry, and she was so generous to donate me Speckled Snow.
And she gifted me Tegna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. That was
you.
really, really sweet. And I was looking and walking around the store figuring out, because I've got some yarn in stash that I was thinking of using with a fuzzy yarn.
I go stash diving when you can go yarn store
shopping. I was going to be good. I was going to actually do both. So I was going to pull a skein from stash and pull some from here. So, yeah. So I was going to do that. So thank you, Taylor.
Thank
that
you
was
very
so
much.
Sweet. And
yes.
the one that I was gifted is just going to be perfect for the fuzzy along.
Well, and I've been talking about making Tegna for like ages.
Forever.
And I think I'm going to use that wine-colored fingering weight yarn for it. Because I think it would,
yeah.
the one that I pulled out, the boxy.
The boxy, the fingering boxy.
Because I think that would make a great Tegna. So anyways, thank you.
It was super sweet.
It was very sweet. And it was a really nice message that went with it. And it was, it was nice. So we have 2 knit-alongs going right now.
Ooh, do we have somebody who was asking about the fuzzy along?
Yeah.
And I meant to get back to her, and I didn't. She had left us a message, I think, on Instagram, our Instagram.
Okay.
PM to us about where to find the fuzzy along stuff.
Oh, she, I think, is all squared away.
Good.
She
good.
me as well.
Oh, good. Okay.
I believe she's all squared away.
Sweet. Okay, good.
So we have 2 knit-alongs. One is the fuzzy along. So the idea is to, the mohair thing is taken off. Knit something with like mohair or a mohair-like substance that creates that fuzzy halo. Whips were allowed. Like
my new sweater too, but then I've got my Rosamond too, and I have to finish. Oh my god.
Yeah. So the fuzzy along's going to the middle of April.
We might have to.
Extend it for Kelly. We'll see. I mean, people are having such a good time. There's so much chitter chatter in the chatter thread. There's already tons of
and I'm
finished
doing
objects.
A separate prize too.
Yes, for posting your own fuzzies, your 4-legged fuzzies,
your fur baby fuzzies.
Yep. So there's some fun activities going on with that one. The other one is the New to Me along. So the idea for this one is to use a designer or a yarn dyer that you were not previously familiar with, and enter that way. If you use both a new to you dyer and a new to you designer, you get to enter your finished object twice. Otherwise, it's just it's once, and that is going to run till, I had said May 1st, so March 1st to May 1st, so a couple months. In case you wanted to make something bigger. We have a list that we started in the chatter thread, and then other people have been chiming in with their suggestions. There have been some yarn dyers and pattern designers who have offered coupon codes within the thread, so go check that out. There's a ton of folks out there that are doing some amazing things, and this is a great way, I think, to get an introduction to them.
Well, and it's, a lot of times you hear about more so indie dyers that are regional to a specific area, but sometimes pattern designers as well. Pattern designers a lot of times I think are more widely known because if they've got their patterns on Ravelry, if you're searching by a particular, not by a designer but by a
attribute, or
exactly,
like I'm looking for this,
you might come across them. Whereas indie dyers, not always as much. So a lot of people have been posting about ones that are local to them, which is great because then it just kind of opens that up to everyone else.
So go check out that thread if you're looking for some new inspiration or some introduction to some new folks. We've got there's some cool things going on over there. So
I know.
Those are our 2 knit-alongs right now. I'm working on a few others as usual, but we'll do these first before I start announcing other ones. It's probably going to be a Yarn Baby along. Just a little heads up. I don't know. Maybe. Cece, you're welcome.
We have to let her get settled into her new space before we start a CC.
I know, before we deluge.
A Yarn Baby
You could call it a CC along. CC along. The CC along. I would be the Yarn Baby along.
Yarn Baby.
We have all of our spring yarns have
almost all of them. Not all of them yet. Some of them are still trickling in, but a lot of them have come in.
So new stuff in the shop.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Lots of really great cottons and linens and silks and you name it.
And I think there were some Barocco yarns that few people were enamored with, so we might get some of those in as well.
Because of the trunk show was lovely. Yeah. Yep. I know.
So
good stuff.
I know. So I think that's all I got.
We're over an hour. How'd that happen?
Well, we were chattering about yarn and retreat stuff. And
yeah, we were.
That good stuff.
Oh my gosh, so much good stuff.
I know.
It's so good. And yeah.
Exactly. So thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us for a bit.
I know. It was so cute. So when we were leaving the retreat, there's a number of people that said, "I'll see you next week," and I was like, are we doing another retreat or something? And
You meant
people
on
are
the
like,
podcast?
and they're like, on the podcast. I'm like,
It's
oh, right.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, don't mind me. I'm tired.
So thank you to all of our retreat attendees.
Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
so much fun to
So much
spend
fun.
the weekend with you guys.
And we definitely have to do it again because
Yeah, we're doing it again.
that it was way too fun. Not
We're
to
doing
do
it again.
I know, we are doing it again. And you all better come back because it was so
My gosh.
fun.
Oh my god, so amazing.
Oh, that was the best.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
so thanks for spending some time with us. And we'll see you all next
week.
Bye. Start.
I'm gonna start putting. I'll put
If
my
you're gonna
leg
start
warmer
putting
on.
hand knits on here, Cal,
I know.
you gotta turn the camera on.
I know, but I wear so many like skirts with leggings or something. So
Oh yeah, that's cool. Would
then
you do you use, is that fingering weight?
it is
DK?
not. It is DK.
Sweet.
I know. Look,
Kelly's got a leg warmer.
I'll have to show everybody. I'll be like Angela showing off the socks, but
I know.
Leg
I
warmers
have socks on
instead.
today, but I'm not feeling the mood of.
my ends aren't even woven, and they'll be
That's-
like trailing in the
Awesome.
wind.
That is awesome.
I really want to have the other one done, but I didn't. It's here. I've got some of the stitches picked up, but I have to drop down and do that. I know.
Oh well.
Well, we got to get you out of here for court, but
Well,
that's
I
the
don't
only
have to
thing
be there
that's
till 1, so it's
that's
fine.
good. So we got time.
We totally have time.
Sweet.
And I just ate a whole bunch of the Chex Mix, so I'm good.
We got lots. Of
We have
snacks
lots of
left.
snacks left over.
I know. So I got yarn to do Larissa's vest too, because it's really pretty.
Oh, that is pretty.
It's really functional. I think it'd be a great like spring transition
Layering
piece.
piece.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep. Oh my god, we had so much fun at the retreat. Let's just do retreat talk here at the end, because you know other people that went on the retreat watched to the bitter end,
I know.
and lots of other people do too. But
I know.
it was super fun.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was great. I mean, everybody was just awesome.
Yeah,
We couldn't have asked for a better weekend.
the weather cooperated on the ends.
Mm-hmm.
Travel days. It was a little interesting, but for the most part, the weather was fantastic.
Yep.
People just really connected, and
Yeah.
I think a whole bunch of people left with a whole bunch of new friends, which
Mhm.
I think is awesome.
I know. Everybody wanted everybody else's. We put
Social
on their
media.
name badges
Yep.
so they could during the retreat, but everybody at the end was like, "Oh, but wait, I didn't get so and so."
Can
So
you email?
So
yeah,
we
we emailed that around.
we emailed
for
the list
folks.
around for everybody. So, and the marketplace was awesome.
Marketplace was amazing.
Oh my
the
gosh.
dye class was amazing.
Oh
with
my god, that was
Amy.
so fun. I knew people were gonna love Amy
yeah.
and her husband John. So
Yeah, we need to get them over here more often.
I know we really do. Yeah, they're
If for
such
nothing else,
fun.
just for a private. for a private dye class for just us.
I know, just for
Hang out,
pure hangout time.
hangout time. And,
Yeah, I know. They're great
you're
people.
Amazing.
So.
And the little pop-up classes. So Kelly did
That was
one
fun.
with the heels and toes
Yeah.
for cranky sheep.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you can use it for other
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah. So like an
and-
true after that heel, which people were kind of nervous about, but some
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, that's
Oh,
really not that bad." I'm like, "No, it's really not."
totally fine. And
Jen
from
from CC's, she did that awesome double knitting.
was amazing.
Everybody loved that.
Yeah.
And then Jen Marco did the Portuguese knitting.
Oh my god, I missed that one. When did that happen?
So that was Saturday night when you were running movie night. I was getting the bonfire going,
okay.
and Jen was doing Portuguese knitting.
Oh my god, see, there's all this stuff just like happening I didn't even
I
know
know.
about. And we there was also what else? Oh, we did the yarn tasting
The
with
yarn
the
tasting
Barocco,
with
the-
Andra, our Barocco rep came,
That was
and she
amazing.
did a trunk show too. So she
Yeah.
had all of the Stitches West garments that they take there. So it was all of the new yarn spring line. Yeah. And she brought a bunch of her own pieces too.
That was amazing.
It was great.
So much fun.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really good. Everybody, I think, had a really good time. And people really appreciated having some structure with some of the classes and events, but a lot of just downtime to knit and
what we wanted.
Hang out and chat, and which people really appreciated. So, yeah. So
I think, we needed to take a little breather, but I think you can expect that we'll do another one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it was just such a great experience for everybody.
It really was amazing, and people had a lot of fun. The venue was great, and it'll be a great venue. We've been talking about seeing if we can schedule one for warmer months. Summer. So obviously not for this summer because we couldn't put it off that quickly.
Like, you guys would kill me.
Yeah, and all of the venues around here are so busy in the summer. People think about Vermont as a winter destination, but really it's a
year-round.
It's year-round, and in the summer it's getting more and more popular for weddings and different events. So, and there's a lot of summer camps that happen too. So, but we'll figure something out, and of course we'll let you guys know.
Oh yeah. So. Of course, I feel like the bar is really high, set really high now.
I know.
Like no pressure. I know. For finding stuff for like the goodie bags.
Really, things went as smoothly as they could have, knock on wood, as they could have gone. You always kind of have the worst in the back of your mind and thinking about like, oh no, what did we forget?
Oh my God, hello, lawyer. Worst case scenario. Worst thinking first. Like that's what I do on a daily basis. So of course I was like, oh my God, here's.
Yeah. We had a couple people who had to leave early, but unfortunately for other reasons, but they were having fun,
while they were there.
While they were there for the most part, but yeah, it was fantastic, and I mean, really, we owe it all. Not all, but a huge portion of it just to the amazing attendees.
Oh, yeah.
They were fabulous.
Incredible.
We had so much fun. Everybody was it was just chit-chat. Just filled the rooms whenever we,
Yeah, I posted a short video, and
if you guys missed it.
A little flavor of the weekend. I mean, we did capture everything, but just little snippets here and there between pictures and videos of just what an amazing crew we had.
It's like 7 or 8 minutes, so it's not long.
Yeah, it's really
just a little
short.
Taste of
You do a little rah thing at the end.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys. So everybody who came gave us a standing ovation at the end, which I was like having a hard time not bawling.
Yeah.
So that was Saturday night, and then Sunday morning. Oh my God, saying goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
That was so hard. It's like, when you're just having so much fun and you don't want it to end. And everybody started tearing up. And I was like, no, don't.
So I think the one thing that we are going to do this year is we're going to have a little retreat meetup at Rhinebeck, because it became clear there was a ton of people
that go to
Rhinebeck that were at the retreat. So I think we'll have it separate from the podcasters meetup, separate from like the Ravelry meetup, and we'll let you know. We know how to get in touch with all of you.
We do.
So we'll just let you know, like, hey, we're gonna do a little thing at this time.
Yeah.
Over here, probably on Saturday, because that's when most people are there.
Yeah.
And so we can that way we can connect with anybody who comes out. It'd be great to see everyone.
Maybe
again.
right after the podcaster meetup.
Yeah.
Because podcaster meetup's usually 1 to 2. So if we did 2 or 2:30, and it's usually a little bit of a quieter time.
I'm going to vote for scheduling it in front of the Hedda booth in the food building.
That booth is so busy now, though.
Let's go do our meetup in the alcohol booth. Alcohol tent.
I know, there's a lot of wine tasting in that building, too.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And food tasting,
Super fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So much. It was really good. Really, really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I still haven't come down off of that.
I haven't. I'm still half asleep. I basically hit the ground. Next one we do, I'm taking Monday off. has literally had to hit the ground running on Monday for work again, and I was like, that was a dumb idea.
I know.
It was really dumb.
It was okay. It was a little bit hard coming back in on Monday because I was just like, you're in that kind of, it's almost a state of euphoria, but also just exhaustion too. Yeah. Ange and I, Saturday night, we were sitting at different tables, but I kept looking over at her, and we both had the same, like, yeah.
I'm really tired.
Yeah, because just leading up to it, we were all working a ton of hours, whether we were working on that or our other, regular stuff. So we were we were all pretty exhausted before it started, but then, like, you're just running. It was so fun that you're just running on pure adrenaline that, you know. So
yep, and I got the anybody that gave me order forms and money for the t-shirts, I got that passed off to the person on Monday. So you should expect those roughly week 10 days, something like that.
Nice.
And they're still available to order online, so if people wanted a t-shirt, they can still do that. So
very cool.
Yeah, it's our housekeeping stuff.
Yeah. I'm still, it's a good thing we've got show notes today.
Oh, I know. It's going to be a lot, I'm going to apologize in advance, it's going to be a lot of, like, yarn piggery, from, we got this in the marketplace. We got this in the marketplace. I literally only brought one of my works in progress that I've been working on because I forgot the other two, because they're in a different bag, because I've got, like, 7 bags now that I have not unpacked from the retreat.
What are you binding off, though?
I know. And then I only have one sleeve left to do, and then a steek. And probably a zipper. I think this is going to get a zipper.
Nice. Very cool.
Yep.
So do you want to jump into our normally scheduled program? Yeah. Though this has become the normal anyway, so. I know.
Oh, yeah, you're waiting for me to make the happy smiley face.